Scooch a little closer here. My name is Jamie, and this is the vlog for January 3rd, 2021, 13 days before my birthday. It's about 9:50 at night. So tonight I decided to carve out my workout time since my husband's putting the kiddo to bed. And actually, she was asleep by the time I was heading out here to the shed to worked out. Did some heavy squats, heavy for now, 105 pounds. Used to be pretty close to warm-up weight. You gotta restart somewhere, right? So, um, and it feels good to squat and work out alone too. I don't feel any undue pressure to perform because I'm not unofficially advertising that I'm a personal trainer and a weightlifter, and I just kind of come in, bebop to my music, um, work out because I don't bebop anywhere else. Just when I'm about to lift, for some reason, maybe it gets me in my body a little or something. And yeah, just kind of do my thing and judge my weight, spend depending on the day. And it's nice. I mean, it'd be nicer to have a program, but right now I really like not having the pressure of having to keep up with a coach and a program to just kind of take my time, rebuild, and then buy into some new programming. Yes, I could program myself, but just like everybody else, I'm not inclined to work on my weaknesses. And another pair of eyes is always, always helpful because people see things that you don't see. And they cue you in ways that you might not cue yourself, you know? So it's the value of a coach. Hey, it's what I do for a living. Anyway, I have a new client coming in on Friday. I am super excited about that. I hope that pans out. Tomorrow, kiddo goes back to school and speech therapy. Hub goes back to work and we kind of like ramp back into the weeks, back into the new year. Um, yeah, so had a big dinner tonight. My husband wanted to celebrate the last hurrah, I guess, before work starts again. So he made like lamb and potatoes and bread and asparagus and some red wine. So it was really Frenchish and a lot of carbs and starch and stuff. So I was a little more motivated to work out then too. And I want to. I feel better in my skin. I feel better in my psyche. I feel better chemically when I make the time to do it. Even if it's like now, which has been like 25 minutes. It's not a whole lot of time, but it counts in something, right? Body's definitely a little sore from yesterday, which is nice. So last time I didn't go into detail about the kiddo's recovery because it was bumpy. Up until day 10, we were waking her up every 3 hours for pain medicine because if we didn't, and we learned this by experience, if we skipped one, she would wake up in horrible pain. And it's really hard to catch up on the pain train, so it's best not to chase it. So, um, but come day 10, it was almost magical. Like the clouds cleared, she was more herself. She wasn't in pain hardly at all. Suddenly, pain went from medicating every 3 hours to medicating twice during the whole day without chasing it. So it was pretty cool. And now she's pretty much back to normal. She still kind of has that tonsillectomy stink breath, but the new normal is really nice. It's been 3 days that she slept all the way through so far. So fingers crossed that that continues. But it's amazing how much you realize that sleep really affects your life when you're not getting it for extended periods of time. Like, I don't know, she's 5 years, and I didn't sleep well when I was pregnant, so 6. Um, but it's been great to actually go to bed and sleep, and not have a ton of anxiety of if she's going to wake up or if she's going to stop breathing or stuff like that. So it's been a really nice 3 days. I'm really hoping that this surgery was the fix that we were hoping it might be. Um, let's see. Kind of excited about everybody going back to school and back to work and have some more like just a couple of hours of just me. I feel like I can really focus. So I don't really make New Year's resolutions, but I do know that I need to do better at time management and finishing what I start. So those are going to be some things I'm going to look at this year. Um, I'm not sure how, I already live with a lot of alarms, but I know that I do better when I physically handwrite things. So I'm going to be physically handwriting things down. I have a planner I really want to get that I'm going to stop by the store and pick up tomorrow, and something I'm going to enjoy physically blocking out sets of time for. I know that was really hard for COVID times to, especially when you're like me and you have a pretty flexible job schedule, trying to build it into your day in anything that remotely resembles discipline. I don't do great with routine. I do well when I have something to look forward to. It's kind of different. Um, so anyway, that's where we're at today. God, I thought I had some more to talk about. I don't think so. I was a little disappointed. I offered my husband to come in and jump on the bike because this bike thing is really his contraption. I don't bike much. Um, I can't even get the darn thing to tighten in resistance. So I just sit here and pedal away and put on a YouTube video at like zero resistance, but it certainly beats sitting on the couch. So I invited him in to use his bike while I was working out, could hang out together a little bit, but he opted not to. I kind of get it. He's got work coming up. At the same time, we're both trying to work on our health, so I kind of wish he'd jump in, but I'm going to take care of me regardless because there is one person in charge of my health, and that's me. So, yeah, so that's my big goal is to just kind of keep some consistency. So far, so good. Getting in here just a lift, even if it's just a little bit. Not focusing on where I've fallen from, but realizing, really internalizing that this isn't a linear journey and celebrating what I can do. Hopefully things will dry out here in the next few days, ha ha ha, and be able to do some more work on the shed because we have found a couple of leaks, not in the roof, but in the walls that need to be addressed. And I just feel like I need to wrap the whole thing in spray Rust-Oleum to keep the water off. Oh God, Washington. Washington. It rains so much in the wintertime. Even though this hasn't been an especially rainy winter, I guess I just notice it because I'm out in it all the time. So anyway, um, that has been the day. Gonna have to start taking Christmas down here pretty soon. We haven't yet. There's not a whole lot to take down. Tree, put up some decorations back in the attic. That's about it. Uh, oh, here's a tip. If you know someone whose birthday is in January, do not buy them something for Christmas and say, this covers your birthday too. It's rude. It's like if your birthday is in spring and I got you something in Easter and said, this covers your birthday too. It's awful. Don't do it. At least do a separate card. We January people, we run into that a lot. And I'm not even a stuff person. I really don't care what I get for the most part. But recognize there are two different occasions happening. Anyway, I guess that's my mind your soapbox for the day. This vlog is a complete ramble. So anyway, I've said anyway enough. I am going to go inside and shower and get warm and go to bed. Today was a pretty good day. Tomorrow will be even better.